Gone.
We started recording, but let me send this to Kevin.
You got some impressive though.
Still over here, always eating.
You chewing the whole time?
He was trying to get you to bring him some. He was trying to get you some more. He was trying to get you to bring him some more.
If you don't get the.
Get some ice. What do I look like? Food runner?
Drink soda. You were right there. I didn't
Where I was seated, the ice thing's over there.
20 minutes.
I be thirsty.
Man. Some water, man.
I'm not doing this. I'm about to go on vacation. I'm at the United States. Don't talk to me about stuff.
I think I am.
You know what I'm saying? International dope.
You feel me?
So it's taffy, though.
You about to be out in London, you alright?
Amsterdam, bro.
Were you giving Melissa the signal for time?
No, she was on it. I think she saw the clock.
Oh.
I can talk about relationships for hours. I was like, this an hour already? I got more to say.
Yeah, because we stopped at 50 minutes.
Oh, for the love hour?
No. The first cut.
Oh, okay. All right. It's publish a live, a bit of live. So you have this room for yourself? You in here farting? Yeah.
Nothing
You
big,
like
bro.
hard I can't get with pretzels like that. You gotta have a drink locked and loaded though.
I like salty crunch.
I can do soft pretzels. Apparently that was the thing we should have gotten in Philly, by the way. I did not know Philly was
Soft pretzels?
Yeah, did you know that?
Mm-mm.
A bunch of people told me in Detroit we should have did a hot dog spot, like on Coney or something.
Yeah, I heard about that. We ain't got no time for that.
No, we're staying at the airport.
Literally.
I gotta get an adapter before we leave.
Oh, you wanna go there?
No, I didn't. There was no stores around there that had them.
I'm just about a whole bunch before we left. I have one at home. I just forgot to bring it. I had my backpack forever too.
You waiting for me?
We got 8 in the pod.
Regina Hall.
12 in the pod.
I don't think she's coming.
Have you checked on the DM?
21 in the pod.
21 in the pod.
21. 25.
Is the quality any different if it's live?
I think YouTube does a good job with resolution.
Oh, okay.
How much time do we have? How many more pretzels can I eat?
There's 31 people in here watching you crunch
Let's
stuff.
make it 100 people in and we'll start.
We might get 100.
Huh?
We might not get 100.
We normally be at 100, right?
38.
This is Monday.
I just want to eat more pretzels.
Oh, we know, man. We're here. You eat these shits, man.
What
You
do
know,
you eat for breakfast?
I don't know pretzels.
What do you eat?
nothing, man. I woke up at 10.
Yes, Josh, you can have some chips.
I'm gonna eat them.
Where were you getting this stuff from?
Downstairs.
Oh, they had these
Little
downstairs?
store?
It looks closed, but...
Oh, I thought these were from the venue. My bad. I thought these
No,
were
you're
free.
fine, you're fine.
I'm still gonna eat
You're
them.
my friend. Downstairs, it looked closed. It was right across from the thing, but it was like all dark. And it was like, no, just go in there and grab it. So I'm like, y'all are
Free?
very... No, yeah, pay for it, but I was just in my mind like, y'all are very trusting. People just come in here and take whatever they want.
Oh, what are you going to pay for it at the front desk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you just say, like, you just grab it and walk around the corner? The elevator's glass. They're going to be like, sir, we see you. These are my chips.
Someone said they're watching this at work.
Yeah, watch it at work. Your boss ain't going to whoop you.
We got 78, 81.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
All time.
Oh, the hog tie. I'm about to watch it again.
91.
91.
Might get that hundo. $94.
You just tickled.
Oh, the hog tie.
All right, I'm good. Ready?
All right, ready?
We got the 95.
95. All right, here we go. We got to hurry up.
All right.
We got a flight to catch in 4 hours.
You going to Snackster then? All right, ready?
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna get one more swig of the juicy. Man, what are you, Aggie candidate? Relax, you're going on vacation.
You're going on vacation.
All right, here we go. All right.
Hey, we got 105.
Hey, all right.
Done. What up? This is your boy Dobithius.
And I'm Kev on stage.
And we're going to start it off to the right for another installment of Righteous and Ratchet. And we're going on vacation to Amsterdam, London, and Africa, and Jerusalem. And
we are not going
Why are we going to Jerusalem?
What up, man? First off, shout out to the Riggedy Right Pack.
Right Pack is watching this on Patreon right now on Monday morning. We're here in Detroit, Michigan. Mm-hmm. We are literally at the Weston Detroit Airport.
You're at the Breston. Come on, Josh, this guy gets it. And
we are live on our Patreon, so they're getting to watch this, and you probably won't get to watch this until Wednesday. If you're in part of the Right Pack. If you want to join, it's only $5 a month.
$5 a month. You get an extra bonus episode every single week, and you get exclusives like the Wonder Years of Dropping. I got a 40 for 40 freestyle.
Righteous and Ratchet Adventures comes out early on there. You get a bonus episode once a week, and you do all that at www.righteousandratchet.com. So join the community. It's more than just a place to.
It's a community.
It's a community, man. I was crying in there on the last episode.
We gotta figure out what's going
on. I gotta stop crying.
This wet face boy.
And if you join, you get to watch all the old episodes. So if you can find out why I was crying and all that type of stuff. But listen, I want to tell you
Righteous and Double the Ratchet.
Double the Righteous, Double the Ratchet.
Okay. What's up? What do you want to
You know what's going on with Juanita Bynum?
No.
You know who Dr. Juanita Bynum is?
I know who she is.
Apparently. It's a very funny story. Melissa told me about it this morning.
Okay.
On the gospel side of the Instagram. Juanita Bynum canceled a preaching engagement because the pastor went into her bedroom and saw her panties. Oh, yeah. So here, let me give you the scoop, because I know it's a lot to unpack bright early in the morning.
Saw her skivvies?
This is what happened. Juanita Bynum travels with an assistant.
Okay.
This assistant goes ahead of time and lays out her clothes for the day. Her dress, her stockings, her drawers, her penny drawers. Okay, the pastor goes ahead of time to make sure the room's set up, because apparently they had her in the wrong room at first, the wrong size room. She got to have a certain size room. He's going to check and going to leave like a gift in there. You know, church being with the
fruit being a nice guy.
Fruit basket situation. Okay. And apparently he was checking because the room had some luggage in there, and she was supposed to be flying in at this time. And he's checking the room to make sure it's all squared away because she has a particular setup. And what does he see? Prophetess panties. Prophetess panties is laid out on the bed. So she's like, I can't preach. The man seen my drawers. How could I bring forth the word of God? And he saw what I had lined up.
So she canceled an engagement because he's seen her underwear?
Yeah, so he's at the church video. He's like, you know, we're supposed to have Dr. Juanita Bynum today, but due to unforeseen circumstances.
Oh, now you seen. There ain't no unforeseen. You seen it.
The panties, which is what was unforeseen. Right. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we are not going to be able to have her speak today because I did see the panty drawers. Amen. Didn't mean to see the panties. So she was like calling him a creep and stuff. It was all over the gospel.
Okay, so what was these like? What kind of drawers was it? Was that period panties? Like, what was it?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, what was
Why
so
would you lay out period panties?
But what was so offensive? Like, I can't breathe the word. Because you see we know you have drawers on, as you just command out here in these streets. But
then he wouldn't have had nothing to see.
So
maybe she felt violated, and I can't preach.
Is that a thing to be violated? I mean, I'm not trying to say you can or
well, what if you feel like somebody saw your bloomers before you perform?
I wouldn't care. They're drawers.
You wouldn't care if somebody saw them big old drawers?
I wouldn't be like, I can't speak at an engagement. See, that's the thing I have to be on.
You ain't the prophet, though. If you were the prophet, don't be.
What was her statement? Did she say anything about this, or he kind of came out with
it? They both were talking.
What
it was all over the. She said,
"You see my drawers?
You want to see?
Let me see exactly what she said.
You want to see? I'll see you.
Let's see what's going on.
Joshie, you want to see what happened with the pennies, do you?
How do you feel about it? Well, tell me your opinion in a second.
I'm gonna tell you in a second. All right, hold on. Let me find it. Okay, hold on.
And then on top of the bureau is all of my underwear, my panties, my stockings, my bra, whatever else I put on is laid out on the bureau for when I get ready to minister. Well, at that point, I was told that the pastor had entered my room without me being aware that he had been in my room.
Without me being aware.
This pastor came to her room, and the lady said, Because he paid for the room, he got a right to have a key to her. Now you've added a pastor's name to my name, that anybody will pull that up and make it look like me and the pastor got something going on. You know, you don't do stuff like that. And what he said was, he came in my room to put something in my. And as a male, why would you come into my room? Why didn't you send your wife into my room? And then
Valid
No,
point.
okay.
My thing,
That's
before you
valid.
say your thing, I want to get to the point in my career
Where you lay out your panties, stockings, and bra, and if somebody sees it and you're uncomfortable, you cannot go do your show? That's what you want to do?
I want my assistant to lay out fresh iron drawers, fresh iron socks, a fresh tank. I can't pick my own drawers out. How could I perform if I gotta go through the whole rigmarole of picking my own drawers out?
But see, listen, this is what I will say. Hearing her explain like that, it made more sense.
I'm glad you say that. Let's hear the pastor's point of view.
That Dr. Bynum posted, she stated that my husband went into her hotel room and looked at her panties, her undergarments, underwear, and because of this, she was not able to speak. We are incredibly saddened by the assumptions and miscommunication that has occurred.
Also tailed by Hilton.
In the video.
Tailed by Hilton. They gave me the key to her room so that we could put the items in there. So the first time they gave me the key, I went to the room, and when I opened the door, it was the wrong room. It was a king size room. I said, "Oh no, this is not right." So I went back downstairs, and I said, "Y'all gave me the wrong room." And I opened the door, I noticed that up against the wall was these black luggages. And so I'm startled. So I say, hello, is there anyone in here? I didn't hear anything. Immediately I walked I walked, and I went back down to the lobby. Now at this point, this is the second time something's wrong. So I said, hey, somebody is in that room. And I've got Dr. Juanita Bynum. She's going to be here today. So I need y'all to fix this situation ASAP. And I can tell by you ASAP.
Okay.
So now you have the whole thing.
Now I have the full. Now I can articulate my thoughts.
Okay.
Come out on it two ways. For one, and I know I'm not at Juanita Bynum level in my career.
Mm-mm.
That does sound a little weird.
What?
Him having to go in her room. Why do you have to?
Here's the
thing.
thing.
Like if you've seen the draws or not, we perform and so I can say you're on the. Have you ever had somebody go in your room?
Yes.
Really?
All the time.
Oh, it's a thing.
Yes. In the church community.
Okay.
When churches book you,
okay,
they
roll out the red carpet a lot.
All the time. A lot of time they go to
Okay.
check, make sure everything is set, make sure the room is the right type of room. They leave gifts, baskets, fruit, food.
In your room?
Yes.
Before you get there?
Before I get there. They
Okay.
pre-check, and then a lot of times, so say you get there, like, we get to shows like 11 a.m., right? And checkout's not till 3. What they'll do is they'll book the room the night before, get the key pre-made, already have the key ready. So when you get out of the, when they drop me off at the hotel, here's the key to your room, go on to your room. It's already had water, fruit baskets, gifts, clothes, t-shirt. In Charlotte when we went there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were very accommodating.
But in the room, they already had gifts in
So
there.
let me ask you this then. By this rationale, because I know I made
But that's not unusual. That part in the church community, in the comedy community,
that's maybe why I
highly
haven't seen
unusual.
it.
Yeah, but in the church booking world,
Uh-huh.
not unusual. Actually, very common.
Then let me ask you this. I know I made a joke about it earlier, but now let me really ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
So let's just say, flip it around. Let's just say, Charlotte. We're out in Charlotte. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just say, for whatever reason, you and Melissa go to the room first.
Yeah.
And she does the same thing that Juanita's Bynum sister does. She lays out all her stuff, and now you got your wife's unmentionables all out on the bed, whatever. Then you know that a pastor goes there and is in your room and seeing your wife's stuff. Are you feeling some certain type of way? Like, bro, you just see my wife's.
Well, here's my thing. A lot of churches that book me, they abide by only men. If it's just a man alone, they send men for you.
Okay.
If it's just a woman alone, like
They send
Melissa,
a
if she's traveling alone, they'll send women with
But in the
them.
event that a man seen your woman's undergarments, would you feel uncomfortable? If he went into your room and you Melissa had some stuff out and then you know this man just seeing your wife's stuff, like, would you be like, bruh, why was you in my room?
Even though the more equal thing is if a woman saw my stuff, would I feel comfortable performing?
No, because you're a guy, you don't care about your stuff.
Yeah, but why would I have a difficult time performing if somebody saw my wife's drawers?
Because you guys do the love hour. Do you feel like
we do
you
the love hour.
So you're doing the love hour and as a man seeing your wife's underclothes because he went into your room, would you feel uncomfortable that a man seeing your wife's underclothes?
Here's the answer to your question. Okay. I don't think so. Okay. And here's why.
Do you feel like she might be uncomfortable?
She probably would. Okay. She probably would.
Do you feel like she wouldn't want to perform?
My thing, I don't know if she would. I don't know. Okay. I don't want to speak for her. Right. But I feel like people's intentions matter. Mm-hmm. If you are going rifling through, like, oh, let me see the draws. Right. Like, if you're going, that it is common to check. Like, the way Juanita Bynum put it, which I get it. Mm-hmm. Because if that gets out, this pastor was in there and he's seen the draws, he's in the room, his name is on the room. Right. She's had scandal before. Mm-hmm. So
and why did about this? So I know I'm talking about the same person. She's one that did No More Sheets, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. See, I be knowing stuff.
You do. You talking about?
No, you don't have it. Not quick enough. No.
Sheets is another Wawa type.
No,
man, let me make a joke. What was the question?
Who would you be uncomfortable if somebody?
I feel like I'd be uncomfortable, but I don't know if I'd be uncomfortable enough not to perform.
Right. So that's why I said.
I'd be like, yo, man, what's good?
This is my thing. So I come out on two ways. For one, I do see what she's saying. I do see how she's like, you know what I mean? But then again, I didn't know that that's how it really is in the gospel. Yeah. That's one. But for two, it's like, if you come into, and I think it's a different thing than if it was just like a comedy show or whatever. If you're coming to minister to all these other people, that means all these other people that were going to receive the blessing of what you're going to say just missed out because of what seems to be a miscommunication with somebody that was trying to do a nice thing. So I don't know if I understand that you just like, oh, I can't perform, like, because it's not even really a performance. You're ministering. So I would at least think that in that situation, I can't speak for her. Juanita can do whatever she wants to do, but I would at least think that for all the people that were anticipating hearing you speak, that you just kind of be like, Brian, mess with you. Don't ever do that again. But I'm gonna still give these people a shot.
I definitely can see her feeling violated. Yeah. But here's the thing that I think is more interesting. Because of social media, both sides of the story get to be out. Right. Because before, it would have been her word.
And he was smart for letting his wife talk. You see, when he was letting his wife talk, I'm like, good move. That was
because I think people can have the right intentions and something happen wrong. I'm going to give you a perfect example. This ain't even the same thing, but this was weird nonetheless. Mm-hmm. Christmas time, we go to Greg's parents' house in Atlanta. They have an annual Christmas party. We're visiting Melissa's dad in Atlanta for Christmas. And she's using the bathroom in the common area, and I don't see her.
Who, Melissa is?
Greg's mom. She don't close the door. Oh. So I'm laughing and shopping.
She's using the bathroom and the door's open?
You go to DP. So I'm like, I push the door open and I see her sitting down. I'm like, ah! It wasn't my intention.
Right. But
she didn't close. You gotta lock the door, Mama Goose. Right. You gotta lock the door. You know what I'm saying? So my intention wasn't to see her. It's weird, but sometimes it happens. Were you giving me the time?
No.
Oh, because you had your phone like that. How close are we to that?
Like 2 minutes.
Oh, wait?
Yeah.
Okay, because you had your phone like this. I thought it went dark. So anyway.
So it was an awkward moment, but I'm pretty sure it was just a laughable moment. Like, remember that time?
Yeah, but she didn't have to preach that night. Because man, she's like, I can't.
So do you feel like with Juanita, maybe just threw her out of her zone, and maybe she was just uncomfortable? Like, I think sometimes we let our minds run. Like how did he see? He probably was up in here. He probably sniffed my man. Like it probably was a lot of extra stuff going on in her mind.
I just didn't know. The thing that I thought was funny, and I thought we were going to talk more about this than the seriously. Somebody's laying out your drawers. That's the thing that's funny. Who pre-lays out the panties?
Of all things.
How do you get to the point where you're like, hey man, listen, I'm too
because you have a stylist, but they don't style your drawers.
They ain't picking out my drawers.
That is something like a personal thing.
I
don't want to get that big.
How do you get to the point where you're like, listen, you've been doing great assistant work for me. I've been loving what you've been doing actually. One thing that's really like slowing me down. Picking out my panties.
I gotta be
I got lace, I got cotton, I got bloomers, thongs. How can I preach? Maybe I like to breathe a little comfort of thongs.
I like color schemes.
Maybe I like to preach in boy shorts. I can't decide. I've been being late to.
Sometimes you jump around, you move around.
You try to move around with the boy shorts.
Stretch comfort.
You please pick out my panties. Lay them out. Lay out my bra. Lay it on the bed. Just remove these decisions from me so I can focus on speaking.
That is
Speaking the Lord.
Because you have a stylist. They don't pick out your drawers.
No, what I didn't pick. It's black and
Well,
gray
they picking
drawers.
out hers.
I wear black and gray
Well,
drawers.
that is the more pressing matter, Juanita. You ain't that busy. Pick out your own drawers.
Pick out your own panties and you wouldn't have to lay them out.
They'll get everything else. Shoes, hat,
Yeah.
whatever else. But drawers and
Pick
bras,
out your panties.
that's you.
And you won't.
But side note. Outside of being in high school and the first day of school, who's still laying out their clothes? Put it in the closet, Juanita. You already got an old school way of preparation.
Ooh, kill him with these
Ooh, you
panties.
just sit there
at
looking
night.
like,
Kill him with these panties. These stockings, the
She
new,
just wanted laid out. Like she wanted to come out of the shower like, mm-hmm.
the new Fenty stockings. Or I'm gonna lay the anointing down in the new Fenty. All right. You know what's also important?
What else?
Picking out your drawers, picking out your house. You can't buy a house if you don't have good credit.
Yeah.
And you get good credit by doing what? Paying off your high interest credit cards.
Sure.
And you can do that with a high interest credit card. I mean, you can. I'm sorry, Josh. You can do that with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000 with absolutely no fee. You can get a rate as low as 5.95% APR with auto pay. That's way lower than actual interest rate on credit card debt. This application is 100% online. You can even get your money as soon as the day you apply. Lightstream believes that when you have good credit, you deserve a low rate and great service. Melissa and I did something just like this when we got out of debt a couple years ago, and I'm very thankful. It was easy, it was fast, and it changed our life. I am so happy. You should be happy enough to do it yourself. This is a special offer just for our listeners. Apply today at lightstream.com/RR.
On, Josh.
And get an additional interest
I
rate
mouthed it.
discount. The that's lightstream.com/RR.
On.
For an additional discount.
I'm too close. Remember, they get mad.
REAM.com/RR.
I don't know this man anymore.
Subject to credit approval. Rate includes 0.5% auto pay discount. Terms and conditions apply. And offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/RR.
On.
We'll fight.
See, I'm mouthing because they be like, it just be too close to the mic and they're too far from the mic. And if it says or not, it's too loud because they cannot hear because they're too close and I'm not close enough.
Alright, speaking of women that are too old to be accused of being side chicks. Nicole Murphy.
I don't like this.
Nicole.
No, I don't like
Nicole,
this.
don't get your finger
I
out
don't
my
like
mouth.
this.
You're like, what?
Why is this Nicole's fault?
Because she's almost 60.
She is not married. He is married.
Okay.
Antoine Fuqua, he is not carrying the brunt of this. It's Nicole Richie this, Nicole Richie that.
Nicole Murphy.
Nicole Murphy. Ain't nobody cheating with Nicole Richie. She ain't been in the scene in a while. Nicole Murphy this, Nicole Murphy that. Nicole Murphy ain't saved no vows.
Because
Why is Antoine Fuqua? It ain't Antoine Fuqua this, Antoine Fuqua that.
well, he's been Fuquaing around apparently in his marriage. But it's okay. We'll get to him. But this is
The
what I'm saying.
headlines need to be about the man breaking his vows.
You're right. But as a woman,
As a man, you be the one always on men like, man, you cheating, you doing wrong, and blah, blah, blah. Nah, bro.
That same energy.
Keep that same energy. And she catching up. Well, she got a history of cheating.
okay, but let me get my point.
Brad.
Let me get my point across. My point is this. There should be a fence and parameters around being someone's side chick. You should outgrow side chick status.
She said that there's family friends.
Man, listen.
That kissing them out.
Listen,
from
I
time to time.
got a lot of family friends. I don't kiss them in the mouth.
You don't go to Italy and...
The explanation was just worse. No, we were just out there. We were just, yeah, I seen them. We had to kiss. No, you didn't, Nicole Murphy. Get your lips off of that man. You're too old to be getting accused of that.
No, he's been married for too long.
I feel like he did get the whole brunt of this shifting.
No,
He's
yes.
trash too. I am starting to have more and more of an inherent problem with people who cheat. It's a character flaw.
No, but you didn't come out the gate talking about him.
Okay, because I'll get to him.
No, you need to get to him first.
Okay, put him back. Okay.
Everybody
we put
knows
the cart in front of the horse. Okay, let's talk about Fuqua. Man, bruh, it's so disrespectful. To me, it compromises the quality and the character of who you are as a human being. You took vows in front of God. in front of all your friends and your family and said, I'm gonna honor this woman, and then you just gonna be disrespectful and just kiss this woman all in her mouth? Bro, you disrespectful.
They're just family friends.
Nah, man. And so
black men don't cheat, remember?
Nah, we gotta stop saying that. Black men absolutely do cheat. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you're one of my friends, don't put me in your cheat on your wife lies. I don't want to be a part of it.
Listen, let me
keep
tell
me
you
away
what.
from that.
I'm not your ally.
I'm not into it.
Don't let me know no particulars. I ain't gonna protect you.
I would at least say like there's never a right reason to do something. But if you are going to cheat, maybe it should be in a dark cave or a hole where no one can see you.
Did he?
You're out in Paris forgetting you're famous.
Italy, or was it Italy or France?
Hey, someplace.
I think
People think they cross state line or country lines and be like, oh, I'm good. No, your face is still on your face. We know who you are.
Paparazzi is international.
Yeah.
They was out here on the international tips.
So who do you think is more in the wrong? I feel like they're equal.
The husband. No. And I get it. Like Nicole Murphy, apparently she cheated with Lisa Ray's husband.
She be cheating on people.
Allegedly.
You're too old to be cheating. Sit your old self. Now you're saying she's 60 years old, but
she's 60 or 50?
She's 58. She's 58, right?
I don't know.
Let's do a fact check. Josh, what are you? Come on, man.
I mean, you throwing numbers out like you know.
Knowing stuff.
Then look it up. You got Google. You got Google.
All right. Well, she's 58.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's still fine as wine.
Oh, now she's fine.
She's been fine, but the moral game is trash.
51.
She's 51?
Eddie Murphy's 58.
Oh, okay. Well, almost partially, right?
She should have just married Shannon Sharp. He loves her.
She was with Shannon Sharp?
No, he just likes her.
Oh. No, I feel like she...
And the other part about it is Lila Rashawn, she caught the worst of this.
So, bring that to the forefront. Who's Lila Rashawn?
Lila Rashawn is Antoine Fuqua's wife.
Okay.
And...
She caught flack?
No, she caught them because she's had gained some weight.
Did she?
Yeah.
Why do people treat you different when you gain weight?
Man, because there's
like we don't know about the trials and tribulations of
there's
honey
a
buns.
thing called there's a thing called pretty privilege. Okay. Where when you are thin and beautiful in America, you get a certain amount of treatment. Mm-hmm. When you are fat, you don't get that same treatment.
You know, I was ridiculed my whole life.
This is Lila Rashawn now.
She's still attractive.
She's beautiful. But she apparently had some pregnancy issues or something like that and complications, and she gained weight as a result. So what I was seeing on Twitter a lot is they was like, well, I mean, you got to understand that.
No,
man,
that's wrong.
That's wild.
That is wrong.
People was really like giving him a pass.
Nah, bro. See,
and I had not seen Lila Rashawn. I didn't know he was married to Lila Rashawn.
That angers me.
Yeah.
Because now you're making the wife. Do they have children?
I think so, because she had the pregnancy problems.
Okay. So now your wife, like, how do you think that really makes her feel?
First of all, you got her out here looking stupid.
This one thing I want to say as a person that struggled with his weight my whole life. And this is a public service announcement.
Well, you went third person back to first person. You said struggle with his weight my whole life.
This is coming from a person that has struggled with my weight my entire life.
Yes, there you go.
This is the thing. This is a PSA to anyone out there that says anything to
it's
bigger
a public
people.
sandwich announcement for you.
This is my thing.
Asia Rashawn.
So, this is the thing. I hate it when people feel the need to tell you that you gain weight. We know. You see your body naked every time you shower. You know what's going on. Bro. So when people see you, be like, bro, you gaining weight. You know I'm gaining weight. You know this shirt don't feel like it's supposed to. So
I hate you that.
Really? Wait, my God! Thank you for alert. I would have never known had you not told me.
Oh my God!
I'm gaining weight.
I know. So my butt crack's been hanging out.
That episode.
Is that the reason?
That's what that was.
Oh man, my
side fat.
Whew, you
never
really
knew.
Looked out.
Let me go hit a gym real quick.
We know. You stupid idiot. You think we feel good about the ice cream that we eat? I don't feel good about it. I just like it. It makes me feel better. You shut your stupid mouth when I have my ice cream. I already know I shouldn't have it. I knew that when I ordered it. Yes, I ordered a pint of chocolate chip ice cream in Toronto, and I said I wasn't going to eat it all. But when Melissa fell asleep, I did eat it all.
You're a grown man.
I was hiding it from myself. Who are you lying to, Kevin? You're the only one that pays for these decisions. I liked it. It was soft. I deserved it. I had a long week. I've been traveling like crazy. Ice cream is my only true friend.
Only true friend.
It never judges me. Yes, sometimes I salt my own ice cream with my tears. Leave me alone. The salted caramel ice cream I eat just comes with caramel. I also apply the salt, you idiot. I'll do the salt.
I got my own salt. Just give me the crunch and the caramel. So that's the thing I'm saying. So she's already probably just, and she's in the public eye. She's married to a guy who's in shape. So the nerve of you, bro. And then you gonna let, and I haven't heard no public statements from him about this. Like, now I'm really angry with him. Because not only did you disrespect your wife, now you're probably making your wife feel really self-conscious about her weight and use a mark. And now I really don't like, her.
Back to,
and now I'm really looking at Nicole Murphy like, the nerve of you.
her?
Because it's just disrespectful, bro. Have enough decency and enough character inside of you as a person. I know he's wrong, but I know he's wrong. But why don't you have enough decency in you to just be like, you know what? That's a married man. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not letting her off the hook by any means.
You kind of are.
No, I'm not. I'm not letting her off the hook. I just think it's unfair that all the blame is on her.
Right. Because it's his fault.
He is married.
He is.
If I cheat on Melissa with the girl, whether she knows I'm married or not, I know I'm married.
Right. Exactly.
I know I'm married.
So
it's
he's the
my
moral.
responsibility.
They're both trash.
Yes.
But
whether he came on to her or she came on to him,
trash.
he is the one who said the vow.
And to me, that's just so wrong to your, like, you're embarrassing your wife. The one job you have as a husband, take care, protect your wife. Don't embarrass your wife. Don't make your wife feel more insecure about something she's probably like. And side note, I'm getting sick of social media treating people like that. The nerve of social media to attack her because she's shut up.
People don't understand.
Ugh. I'm disgusted.
We can read.
For real. We see these
And
things.
as much as you're not supposed to scroll down, Chance has a new song. You listen to the album yet?
Not the whole way.
Okay, he has one song where he's like, don't scroll down, don't scroll down. Like,
Ooh, I gotta listen, because I scroll
don't
down.
read the comments.
Right.
That's like a thing. Like, if you're a public person, just don't read the comments. People gonna say crazy stuff. We can't help it. It's the same way when
if I'm
on
looking
stage,
for, yeah, exactly.
Last night,
let me tell a story about you.
show.
Let me tell a story about you. Because this is starting to concern me about you a bit. Because Kevin, we will have a sold out house of 1,100, 1,200 people. The man will get a standing O. Let's be very, very honest in just the hierarchy of doing stand-up comedy. There ain't nobody giving out standing O's. Period. I've seen A-listing comedians bomb in the comedy community, and I don't care for whatever reason. People ain't gonna stand up and clap if they don't feel like they really got their money's worth. Kev will stand up 1,000 people and will come back and look like somebody just popped the air out of his balloon. Like, Kevin, what's wrong? Oh man, this lady in row 4B didn't laugh. Like, you just made 1,100 people stand to their feet and do this, and you're worried about the lady in 11B?
Because it could have been 1,101.
Ah, man, you got to start to be able to look at the masses.
Well, I need to look at the masses. I need to look back at the history from when I was a young comedian. You know, when I was a young kid.
Before you were Kev on stage.
Before I was Kevin on stage, and I was just Kevin Fredericks, the basketball phenom, who had 26 and 12 against Yale. When I was in high school,
he had 26 honey buns and 12 milkshakes.
On JV.
Varsity this year.
Sorry.
Cheeseburger
I had
double.
a triple single. I really scored 26, 12, and like 4 and 3. Melissa came to this game, but nobody believes me because there's no proof of it.
Right.
And thanks to our good friends at Legacy Box, you can change that. We grew up in an age where you didn't have, we grew up in an age where home videos was the way. You pop the VCR tape in the camera, press record, take the tape out, pop it in the VCR.
Betamax. That's how
I bet you did.
You saw a lot of silent films too.
So what happens is now that everything's been digitized, we don't have those memories anymore. And the other day, I was cleaning out my closet looking for something for this trip. I found 10 tapes of our Clayton Earl plays.
Wow.
The early plays that we did in the church. Oh, you're gonna see them because I sent them into Legacy Box, which is the world's largest and most trusted digitizer of home movies and photos. With over a decade of experience, Legacy Box has been trusted by over 450,000 families to digitally preserve family memories. I cannot wait to get this back because I haven't seen these tapes in like almost 20 years. And I was able to send Legacy Box my old tapes and get them back in a digital format. And I'm just so happy. I get to show my kids. They never seen any of that stuff when I was performing young and stuff, man. They just don't know me.
You had hairline?
When I had hair, when I was thin.
Mm-hmm.
So you too can send in your Legacy Box filled with old home movies and pictures, and they'll do the rest. Legacy Box will professionally digitize your moments onto a thumb drive, digital download, or DVD. The Legacy Box will send you easy to follow instructions, and you'll get all your original recorded moments back along with perfectly preserved digital copies. There's never been a better time to digitally preserve your memories. Visit legacybox.com to get started. Plus, for a limited time, they're offering our listeners an exclusive discount. Go to legacybox.com/RR to get 40% off your first order. Again, that's legacybox.com/RR and save 40% today. Get started preserving your past.
Nice.
Music to my ears.
Yes. All right, so moving right along. Speaking of athletes who just blew all the money, Adrian Peterson,
AP,
100
man.
mil,
Man.
100 M's, and he broke. How does this keep happening?
You know what?
And is it a racial thing? Because I rarely see white athletes go broke.
I don't know. I never thought about that, but I think they do.
I don't ever hear of them.
Because you
That
care
might
more about
be
the black
that
people.
might be media though. That might be like.
But you're right.
There's
though. I
a
can't
ton
think
of black
uh,
athletes that just seem to go.
Here's my
100
thing.
million?
I have a theory.
What is
I have a theory on this. When you're as talented as Adrian Peterson, you have been the best on your team your whole life. Okay? Little League, he's a phenom. You've seen some of his
Pop
old-
Warner, all that.
Pop Warner, high school.
You play Popcorn Warner. Thank you, Josh.
So, and when you're good at that, people take care of everything for you. They lay out your panties before you speak.
The Juanita Bynum effect.
But seriously, when you're in high school, they do your homework for you. You're not these kids who are the Adrian Petersons, who we knew was going to the NFL first year in college at Oklahoma. I was like, oh, that dude.
You just knew it, yeah.
People take care of everything for you. You start to trust those people. They book your flights. They take care of your room. They do your homework. They file your taxes. They do all that stuff. You start trusting with everything. Next thing you know, they're taking your money. And if everything you need to be taken care of is done, like taken care of, your mortgage paid. Hey, I need a car. Range Rover.
So you can focus on breaking single season rushing records.
Playing football. What makes you great will take care of the rest. The problem is they don't have to look because they don't have to. They trust people, and people take advantage.
They trust the wrong people, and those people know that you're trusting, and they know they can step the numbers.
That's why Melissa and I don't give up none of that information. We trust each other and no one else. And the accountant.
I have a different theory, and this is what I think.
I'm curious.
And this is what I feel like happens a lot in the black community, because I've only seen black athletes go broke. I have a theory that there is this mentality that when you become black and successful, you have to take care of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And that everybody, because I hear so many stories of these people going broke, and they're like, they had family members on payroll, different things like that. And while I do think that there is a level of give back that you have to do, I don't feel like you should attach yourself and feel like you have to be everything to everybody.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people go broke, because you become the breadwinner, and now everybody around you becomes the hangers on, and now all of a sudden you're buying everybody a house. Like, why do I have to? Because if I'm broke, we're not going to share in my broke. Like, I never understood that.
I imagine it's hard to tell your family no. People who care for you helped you get where you
But
are.
why can't it just be you help me and I do what I want, not I have to take care of you?
I don't know, man. I think people, just like I put a lot of pressure on myself, I can see people being like, man, I gotta do it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get another. And the thing about Adrian Peterson, he's not gonna get a chance to make another $100 million.
It's done now. He's on the tail end of his career. He's actually, the light is flickering, and this is the messed up part. He is in serious debt, and you know where it started from? Essentially a payday loan. So this is the messed up part about giving people that type of control. When you give people almost like that power of attorney to do stuff, apparently his financial people took out loans in his name and didn't pay them back.
Really?
And then the interest, think about getting a loan for $3 or $4 million, and that interest. I used to do payday loans a lot. They're very predatory.
No!
But this, and I didn't even realize
it's a vicious
until
cycle.
This
you take one and
you're
understood
stuck. One time I needed $255 for whatever I needed.
Hit me up.
No, this was like long ago.
You should have went to the future and been like, yeah, we're going to be friends later.
This is
how
they do it. You go and you're giving me essentially, the loan is for $300, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they only give you 255 of it, or 245 of it. The $55 is the fee already. So now you just gave me $255. 2 weeks comes by. If I don't have the 300 to give you, they say, "Oh, don't worry, we'll just re-up your loan. You give me another loan for $300. I just paid you another $55." So now in 2 weeks,
now you owe $500.
No. I still just owe the $3, but I just gave you $110 in fees, and I still owe you $3. You see
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
it's like paying the
Almost like how I
principal
do
on a
with my
loan.
car.
So now
I
you're
pay him
thinking
$300 a month, but
without the actual
more,
and I'm only paying the interest. And so until I got
the interest rates are like 400%.
exactly, and it's like it's messed up because they have it attached to your account.
Yeah, so
you have to give them
it.
a check.
Yes.
So it's very predatory, and that's on a $300 level.
Mm-hmm.
I could only imagine what it would be like on a $5 million level.
Yes.
And it's just really unfortunate because a person like Adrian Peterson, for all intents and purposes,
Or Adrian Peterson.
I think yeah.
What I said?
You said Peterson like
a person like Adrian Peterson, he essentially has given his life to the sport of football. He's not going to go work. What is he going to go work at Lowe's now?
And he's not even 40 years old.
And you're broke? My God. That's just.
that could also come with like you instantly raising your cost of living.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did
As soon
say
as
that
you get
he
a check.
spent a lot. They were talking about like his birthday party, so he was spending some bread.
That's
too.
the problem.
Yeah.
Is when people start getting money, they think that same check is going to be coming in for the rest of their
That's
lives.
the problem because I see rappers do that a lot.
All the
It's
time.
Like, yo, why are you
34.
getting
He's
a?
younger than me.
He's 34.
He's 34. I just looked it up.
If I see him pull up in an Uber one day, like, hey,
This is
man.
why people ask me, Kev, why do you still have that Corolla? That's paid. It's paid off. That's why you made fun of Tony for having the Lancer.
Mm-hmm.
That Lancer been paid off for years. That's an unnecessary expense. There's plenty of expenses I have to pay. That's why I still stay in the same house. That's why you don't see me going crazy on anything. Because
I've noticed that about you. Because the crazy thing about you is we've been friends for going on 5 years, man. What we gonna do for our friend anniversary?
you're always trying to celebrate something.
Why can't we have a friend anniversary? Is that a thing?
No.
Do people have friend anniversaries?
Stop.
Toxic masculinity won't allow me to say it.
Okay, but this is what I've noticed about you, and this is why I know that
handsome?
you're. No, you have a fat forehead. This is what I know about you, and I'm being around you, because I know, just off of happenstance, I kept out here getting to that bag. You understand me?
He ain't.
But he don't act
I
no
don't even
different.
have money for socks.
Why do I keep seeing your post? This is the thing. You're no different than when we used to walk to Honey Kettle from
I'm
all
gonna tell
death.
you what it is. It's that poverty mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like somebody gonna take it.
Mm-hmm. That's why you'll always
That's
keep it.
why I be like, nah, bro, I can't. My dad gave me some great advice before I even started on this career. He was like, when you get a raise, don't do anything different.
Say it again for the people in the back.
When you get a raise, don't do anything different. Not a new apartment, not a new car, no new bill.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, take yourself out to dinner one time, buy a pair of shoes, like an item, but don't raise any of your bills, because if you raise your bills to your raise, you just eliminated your raise.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if I
That's what I'm saying. It's raising that cost of living.
Right.
yes, I have trained myself to be a minimalist, like not a true minimalist, like 75 items or less, but I trained myself to be cool. Like my house, I've been in the same house in LA for going on 4 years. My car been paid off for 3 years. We leased the other car, just a little Honda. Like I don't go with the flashy range and Audis. There's a lot of people who get those and have to take them back, bro. I'm just taking my kids to school. I'm just taking my kids from pretty much
Literally.
all we do is take our kids to school.
And
go to
that
the movie. I don't
advice
really do
that he gave you is paying dividends
It's
in
funny.
your life now.
When I went to get my new lease from Melissa's car, the Honda was supposed to be for me, but when you're married, your wife be like, oh, we got a new car, you take the other one, right? I called my dad because they were trying to upsell me to the new Honda. Black on black leather. I mean, souped up. I sat in it and I called my dad. I was like, Dad, they got me up in the leather. He was like, get out.
Get
I
out.
was like, get out.
Stand up, Kevin.
I used to borrow your dad
Stand
some
up.
moments, man.
He's
He's the
bad.
coolest.
He was like, go back to the model, go back. Because he was like, even $75 a month is that much more. Like, you're cool, Kev. He's like, you don't be in the car that much.
You
traveling,
don't?
Like, he was like, just get out. Like, little stuff like that. It's consistent. And I'm going to tell you what helped me. And I just want to finish this thought.
That's okay.
When I was at Awesomeness TV, I met some rich people. And Joe DeVola was one. This man drove a 96 Jeep Pathfinder. Raggedy. This man is a multi-millionaire.
Bill Gates be running the same thing all the time.
Okay, let's stop this narrative.
He does.
He does, but that stuff's expensive.
Is it?
Yes, man. That's Steve Jobs thing. Steve Jobs, yo, black dudes always wear Gucci belts. You know that Steve
Okay,
Jobs
I have a
sweater?
better example for you. Osmond used to wear the exact same thing
Osmond
every
got
time I
Audi.
saw him. Osmond got
And he's
bread.
got a
Osmond, he's better.
his
example.
money is crazy long though.
But he has a castle
He has a whole
with a
castle.
staff
He really
in
does.
Italy.
His LA
full
house
time.
is in the Venice canals.
Like, rich people be being rich.
So so the Bill Gates narrative is a falsity?
It's just, we just take a picture of his clothes. Like, just because he doesn't wear Gucci doesn't mean he doesn't spend his money. He's also one of the richest people ever. He don't have to be flashy. And black people, we stunt. That's part of who
Black
we
people
are.
be broke with a chain.
You bet them?
Oh,
We do though.
man.
We do.
But I just hate that narrative is like this whole we blame poor people for being poor.
We do. We gotta stop that.
And well, you don't know how to budget. You can't budget when you don't have enough money to pay your bills. Budgeting is when you have more than enough money that you can allot it to other places. When you're really poor, you just be trying to scrape by. You can't save money if you don't make enough. I've been there.
But see, the crazy thing about what you say though is I'm like the opposite of you. Because like if we both came from humble beginnings, we was broke at points in our life. When you get money, you save it, you stack it, you don't do anything different. I'm just now learning that ideology. But whenever I would get money, I would just spend it because I thought somebody was coming to take it.
Yes.
So as soon as I would get a big check, like when you get the round out checks or whatever, like I look up at when Russell gave me
I tried to help
15
you.
grand for losing 200 pounds.
I tried to help you.
And you tried to help me, my ex tried to help me. I think you even, I was like, yo, you just
I
want
was
to give
like,
me
bro,
something, I'll
just
put it in
give
my
it to me,
savings.
man.
I was like, nah, I got it, I'm on top of it. 90 days, the money was gone.
I don't even know how to spend
15K.
that much.
Because when you just start,
You were about buying lobster noodles.
because that's all, you know what I've always put in my mind as I'm successful? When I don't have to look at the price at restaurants. And I wasn't looking at nothing. I was garlic, lobster, all two of
You
everything.
can spend bread at restaurants.
And you don't look at the
So
price.
you literally weren't checking the bill?
I was just, but see, this is the thing. When you're broke makes you feel less than. And when I had money, I just wanted to I didn't want to care. I was just moving
I
around.
know that, and I get that. And people who've never been poor don't understand that.
Right.
When you get it a little bit, you just want to feel.
I want to feel what it's like to do what I want. Like when I
Yes.
see these rappers and the athletes, and they be just on planes, I be just like, and I would feel like I was doing it on a real small level, but I
Yeah.
literally blew through 15K and couldn't really tell you.
That's so true.
Where I
I've
was
been
going.
there. I've seen people burn their tax. When I worked at Bank of America, and there was a glitch in the system that allowed you to get an American Express credit card regardless of your credit situation.
Mhm.
People who hadn't had credit in years were getting $3,000 and $5,000 credit cards. When I tell you 99% of people spent all that money in no time, never paid it back, buying Xboxes, suits. Some people did like stuff they needed, but most people just wanted to have some.
And that's why I'm starting to hate the whole administration and the whole idea of college, because once kids get into college, they just let them get credit cards. Like what kid, if you give them a credit card, ain't gonna just take the money, spend it up,
And you're broke already. It's
and
not
I don't have to pay you back right now?
predatory lending.
It's all about
You're
that.
at your brokest.
You know what's even more important, speaking of things like predatory lending? These days of workplace, ooh, that was terrible, yeah.
You just said you were the greatest reader ever.
Hold on.
That's what you get.
You know what? Okay, I'll get to the read in a second. But in your older age, can your vision start to diminish?
Absolutely. Why is that?
Because I feel like when I can see, like I've always had 20/20, but like
When's the
now
last time you had your eyes checked?
I've always had 20/20.
No,
How
that's
long
not how it works.
ago have you
It'll
had your eyes
change.
checked?
I haven't had them checked in years since I faked the eye test. That's it. I faked the eye test. Okay, so Boyz II Men came out and they were all wearing glasses, and I didn't understand that non-prescription glasses existed. I was in 6th grade. I literally went and faked an eye test so I can get some glasses.
You haven't had your vision checked since 6th grade? You have been.
There's no-
all deaf.
But I can see.
Oh, I guess if you're not.
Alright. So, but in any event,
Yes, your vision can.
yeah, because like I'm trying to read this thing. It's like okay, but check it
I'll
out.
take care of your eye test for you.
All right.
Kevin on Stage Studios We ain't got benefits, but
Are we getting benefits?
No.
Oh, anyway.
No.
So these days, a lot of workplaces offer some pretty nice perks. A snack station, beanbag chairs, even insurance. It's amazing to have snacks and all that, but it's not enough to sustain you. And neither is your workplace life insurance. This is where Policy Genius comes in. Policy Genius is the easy way to shop for life.
Sorry.
Policy Genius is the easy. Kevin!
Come on, put your phone down. What are you watching? What can you possibly be watching right now?
Okay, do I have to start the whole thing over?
You might as well. I already got to
Can you
edit
not?
this.
I'm sorry.
Can you not?
My assistant was
Pepperoni
texting me.
pizza can wait, fatty.
We have to leave, man. It's already 1:20.
All right. These days, a lot of workplaces
Miss our
offer some
flight.
pretty nice perks. A snack station, beanbag chairs, even insurance. It's amazing to have snacks and all that, but it's not enough to sustain you. And neither is your workplace life insurance. This is where Policy Genius comes in. Policy Genius is the easy way to shop for life insurance online. In minutes, you can compare quotes from top insurers to find the right amount of coverage at the best possible price. And Policy Genius doesn't just make life insurance easy. They can also help you find the right home insurance, auto insurance, and disability insurance. So remember, workplace life insurance policies are like workplace snacks. Better than nothing, but not quite enough. Head to PolicyGenius.com today and find out how to supplement your workplace life insurance and better protect your family. Policy Genius. It's like a buffet made of life insurance. And what can be better than that? All right, so
I might keep that whole thing.
that was
Just leave it,
so-
Josh. Just leave
so
it.
moving right along. Speaking of old rappers that used to be young that maybe just need to shut up, Bow Wow.
Bow Wow annoys
Bow
me
Wow,
to no
I'm
end.
done with Bow Wow.
When were you? You weren't done before?
I've been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's been famous since he was 6 years old, and that comes with a lot. And a lot of childhood stars
Fair.
grew up a little bit
Fair.
shaking and moved. But I'm just like, bro, get over it. If you don't know what we're talking about, Bow Wow, I'm calling Wow Bow from now on. He's not even Bow Wow no more. Wow Bow was at a club and he was doing his old song. First of all, you don't even have hits like that, Bow Wow. You
He
don't.
does?
What? Name me 3 Bow Wow songs you came up on.
Like You. Was that the one with
Exactly,
Sierra?
yeah, that's the song. Yeah. What else?
Anything from
And
Like
you're
Mike.
the music guy. You're the music guy. What else?
He ain't never made the guns.
What else?
Oh, no, he never will.
Exactly. So.
He had some records,
Okay,
though.
so the Like You record, the only one that we really know.
Nah, he had a song with
What? With who?
Omarion, didn't he?
Don't know. What was it called?
Bow to the wow, the wow, wow, the bow, bow. Me
That was
and
his own
Omarion.
song. No, he was trash. So anyway,
Like my soundtrack, Calvin
trash. Anyway, so he was at a club and he was singing the only song that anyone knows of him. And yes, I'm aggressive with you, Bow Wow, because I feel like you're disrespectful. So that's my tone. So he was in the club and he was doing that song and he was rapping it or whatever. This is the song that he had with Sierra. And then he was like, "Yeah, I had that beat first." Bro.
Oh, yeah, I don't,
Bro, look,
I'm not
I don't
supporting
rock
that.
with that. First of all,
All,
a lot of y'all are just disrespectful. That's a married woman. Second of all, Russell Wilson will beat the dog brakes off of you.
Oh, man.
You're a little boy, Bow Wow.
He's about
You
to
built
say
like a
my
13-year-old.
My son.
Yes, my niece can whoop you.
Russell Wilson will beat him and Future
Exactly.
up with a football in his left hand.
Easily. So he says that, and it's just, bro, I'm really starting. First of all, you know black women must be protected at all costs. I'm starting to not like if a woman has moved on with her life, Sierra don't bother
What
nobody.
is it about Sierra that drives her exes crazy? Do you think it's that she seems to be so happy? Like
Yes.
Russell Wilson is out here
Yes.
like teaching her son how to play football, and I
Right.
think it just drives these
It's-
dudes in.
and
I
it's
think you want your
very-
exes to fail, and
It's
she has gone like
it's very disturbing. Like
Disturbing,
for real.
yeah.
It's like, bro, like this woman, she's a black woman, she's doing her thing, she's with a good man, a man that loves her enough to buy her mattress back. Like she don't mess with nobody, and I feel like people be coming for her, and I just be like, bro, that's
she
not.
seems so sweet too.
Yeah, she's such a nice person, and
How
Bow
black
Wow.
men treated you like this when they broke up with you?
Did they buy your masters?
Shut up. So I just
You
feel
have to
like.
release the music.
I mean, his master's like probably $30, but I mean, it's,
Shut up. Once a year is on the way. But I feel like it's just disrespectful to even to speak on any married woman. Shut
you're-
your mouth.
You're also against talking negatively about people Especially people you were like. That's a big.
I don't do that. Like I don't like. Even when I joke about my 84-day marriage, I always make the joke about me. Like I don't talk bad about my exes. I don't want bad on them. For you to come out your little mouth and talk about that woman like that, I just don't. I don't like that, bro.
That's not trash though, bro.
I don't like it when he did it. I don't like the stuff that Chris Brown does it. Y'all look emotionally trained.
Ray J made a whole record.
Yeah, it's like bro, get over it. You know what I'm saying? She's living her life. She's happy.
He did do that.
Yeah, it's trash, man.
You know what I really think that it is? I feel like men feel like once mine, always mine.
Oh yeah.
That's why like men think that with the.
We are territorial. Yeah. Have you noticed the term? I took her virginity.
Yeah. Oh wow. Took it.
Women can't take our virginity. But men we take her virginity. She's mine. I propose to her.
And it's almost like, who do you think is more disrespectful to Sierra or Russell? Sierra. I think it's more disrespectful to Russell.
No, man,
Russell got hands.
That stuff to the man in her life. That's disrespectful to her as a person outside of Russell.
Right,
Even if she wasn't married.
I'm probably in that equation.
You are.
Right.
Same thing happened with Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. Mm-hmm. Nobody came to her, T.I., they came to her defense when they disrespected Nipsey. Not because he disrespected Lauren London. Like because
I'm literally wrong right
We are patriarchal, misogynist.
What does patriarchal mean?
Patriarchy is like paternal, maternal. Okay. Patriarchy is the idea that society is dictated and operated by men, and we operate as if we are the one stuff. You know what I mean? So that's how we're taught. Okay. That's the thing that it's ingrained in us. You have to like reverse your thinking on it to be like, bro, Sierra, that's like the thing, like that's someone's daughter, that's someone's sister, that is a person. Regardless of her relation to men.
But see, this is how I think I was looking at it. I think I was looking at it like the reason why I feel like it's disrespectful to Russell is because that's his family. That's like the same way like how I feel about my kids. Like don't talk, that's my family, and that's the most important part of the family is the wife.
It is to me disrespectful to Russell, but it's not the first thing.
Okay.
It is disrespectful to her, Sierra, alone.
Alone, just stand alone.
If she was just knitting in Vermont and never met Russell,
foul for what he said.
Still trash.
Yeah.
What did she even do to Russell? Ain't even out here flaunting her like that. Like, I got your girl feature. It
seems like people just be mad at people be mad at your happiness.
Yes.
Like that. Like Russell don't be doing nothing. He just be chilling. Remember when they was doing the Kiki challenge? That was the coolest video. He was just in the back like...
Corniness. He gets called corny all the time.
For what? Because he treats a black woman good?
Because he don't be putting on.
We gotta stop that.
We do. I get called corny all the time.
You're not corny at all.
My children call me corny. But they're like, you're cringy in a good way.
Well, everybody calls their dad corny, so that's different. But the world shouldn't call you corny.
On all
jobs you create for people?
Bro, that's corny. Okay, I was talking to Greg about this. Now, Greg from the streets, you played. Greg from the streets for real.
I'm from the streets for real, too?
No, Greg did time.
What did he?
Yeah, Greg was out there.
Greg?
Yeah, he's been in jail. He ain't good a hard time. But he from the streets for real. Like, he ain't playing like you do. Okay. Greg was like, Kev, when I met you, like, I was like, look at this square. Remember Orlando Brown? He's a square. Man, I love my wife. I take care of let's take the Greg part out about him doing time. I'm gonna just make it Greg from the streets. Okay. He don't really talk about that publicly. Okay. It was just a little.
I was thinking that too.
I was like, man, you're just putting them all out.
Right, Pack, y'all shut up about it. But Greg from the streets for real. Okay. When we got around, he was like, man, he never called me corny, but when we got real close, he was like, man, my ideology was messed up because I thought since you weren't trapping, you were corny. You just a square dude going to work. Coming home,
but
like
street dudes want that.
You ain't got no. Nah, he was like everybody around me was hustling.
So that's what he.
We're hustlers. If you ain't traveling, you ain't hitting a lick or doing something, then you ain't out here getting money. And then he's like, man. Then when I got like close and I saw you doing the shows and the merch, I'm like, bro, you hustling more than us, and you doing it on the legal thing, paying your taxes. Like this is the biggest hustle of all, the legal hustle.
The legal hustle.
Like you got a business you can pass on to your family and to your friends. You can put people on, but like if you really come up in that mindset. Like Future, I don't know how Bow grew up, but in the entertainment industry, I imagine, you can start to think that regular stuff like just taking care of your family and playing. Like for me growing up, I grew up wanting to play catch with my kids.
That's dope.
You notice you can throw almost anything at my boys and they'll catch it. Right or left hand. Because I've been throwing stuff at them their whole life. I'll throw something and then call them. And they'll catch. And then, Zay is not terribly athletic, but they can both catch. I was like, bro, if you have a dad, you should be able to catch and throw a football. You seem to hear throw a football. It's abysmal. Yeah. Where was his father? Where's his brother?
I've seen the way he walks sometimes. I be like, what are you doing?
He has not an athletic bone in his body. but he tries.
He does.
But sometimes just taking care of your family seems corny. Even though
That's just so
LeBron,
whack.
LeBron said it, Jay-Z finally understood it. They said in The Godfather, like if a man don't take care of his family, he's weak.
Right.
We don't be listening. How much time we got left, Josh?
We're at an hour right
I
now.
want to make sure we got time to check in and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say one more thing.
Say one more thing, bro.
Say one more thing,
I want
man.
to ask you your opinion on this. This was popping on Twitter. And I know where I'm going to land on this, but I want to see where you land on it. And if we're on the same page,
we gotta hurry up. Let's just text me.
Okay. Well, you want me to say for the
Let's
next one?
go.
Okay. People are saying who is more talented as far as multi-things?
Boy, stop.
Donald Glover or Jamie Foxx?
Here's the thing about this. I was so mad about
Who did you pick though?
Still, boy, I'll sock you.
It better be Jamie.
I'll sock you.
Right? Wait, want to be? Is it Jamie?
Here's the thing. It is unfair to Donald Glover to even compare him to Jamie at
But
this
do you know
point.
why they are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because he both sing, both were on TV, both actor, like all that stuff. I think Donald Glover is extremely talented
In his own right.
in his own right. I think he's not. It is not fair to him.
But so you did pick Jamie. Okay. Jamie, like you, Jamie.
But we haven't seen Donald Glover's full fruition yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
To
I say
be fair.
it's not fair to come. That's like Donald
Is
Glover's
that MJ and Jordan? Is that the conversation that we're having?
Michael Jordan and Jordan.
Jordan
Jordan
and LeBron.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I think LeBron's past. I mean, with what he's done in general.
Yeah. But they were comparing LeBron to Jordan his first, second year.
Yes.
Like that's what I think about Donald Glover. He's well on his way to achieving that status. He's had the comedy special. We had no hair on his face. He had Weirdo or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. He had Community. Atlanta. Atlanta's good. Shut up. Just because he's coming at Jamie, don't take away Atlanta.
I'm not taking away. I'm just.
He had
Atlanta.
he wrote on 30 Rock. Here's the thing. Donald Glover's doing things his way. You can't compare that to because to me personally, I Might Need Security is one of my top 5 favorite stand-up
That's what I'm saying.
and that Brady Bunch joke is my favorite joke ever of all time of any comedian because that joke is something only Jamie Foxx can do.
Right, and I just feel like nobody can ever be compared to Jamie. I feel like he's a one of one. We'll never get another Eddie.
Exactly.
One of one.
I think that he is doing a good job of following in Jamie's footsteps, being able to
be diverse and do multi things.
Now, here's one thing: as a writer, Donald Glover has more writing than Jamie.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
But as a singer, Jamie, voice for voice,
you can't compete on that level.
You know what I mean? Like,
and just
but I like his music.
Right. Yeah.
But don't.
It was in the streets.
It was in the streets.
Jamie is my favorite comedian of all time. Jamie's number one. I got Jamie over Eddie. No, Jamie is that dude. You know why I love Jamie so much? Let me tell you why.
Hold.
Yeah.
Hold.
Yeah.
You have Jamie Foxx over Eddie Murphy?
I do.
How?
Because I feel like what he does is so
overall or comedically?
Overall, just if we encompass everything.
You have Jamie as a better.
Jamie is my number one.
Raw?
Yeah.
Delirious?
Have you Straight Out the Foxhole? They both got 2 specials. And you said I Need Security is one of your favorites.
It is.
Is Delirious one of your favorites?
Yeah. Eddie Murphy has timeless material. I Need Some Ice Cream, and you can't. That's 30 years old.
So if we
top grossing stand-up specials of all time, Kevin Hart didn't even eclipse that.
Nah.
And all his popularity, he didn't even come close to what Eddie did. Saturday Night Live.
In Living Color. Wanda? Oh, hard.
I love Jamie.
Right.
But Eddie Murphy was doing.
And he had a sitcom. Jamie Foxx show was fire.
Yeah, I know. I mean.
And his music was fire. Party All the Time.
Party All the Time.
Shut up,
Party All the Time.
Do that. Party All the Time was trash.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Box office success, it ain't even no contest.
Okay, I'll give him the movie. Because I feel like Jamie don't be making funny movies, unfortunately. But that's just one chink in his arm. That's one chink in his arm.
A huge chink.
Right. But
Eddie Murphy has 10 movies better than Jamie Foxx's best movie is not even a comedy.
Django?
Ray.
Right, yeah. But Eddie can never give you anything close to Ray.
Oh,
that's why I'm saying. What? Don't say Jimmy Earl.
Bro, Mr. Church?
You haven't even seen it.
People said it was good. Jimmy Early should have been Oscar nominated.
But that's not even in the same conversation as Ray.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. So when you look at the range, I feel like nobody has Jamie's range. Like he really could put out an album and you can take everything comedically away from him and be like, this is a fire album.
Absolutely.
So
that's
he
what I
does
think
so many
Jamie's
things
best skill.
well.
Jamie could exist as a stand-up comedian solely and be fine. He could exist as an actor solely and be fine. He can exist as a musician solely and be fine.
And that's why I have him so high.
I'll give you that.
Right.
But comedy and success, Eddie Murphy dwarfs his success.
Success is
but no comedian, the only person who could even come close to maybe Eddie Murphy's success, overall success, is Bill Cosby.
Oh, you're talking about just success?
Overall. Like all the things he's done.
Okay.
Like Kevin Hart, he hasn't had the box office success as Eddie Murphy's had. Bro, Coming to America.
I think he's getting very close. When you look up the facts, it's like Eddie be
Tony
1, he'd be like at 3.
Tony, for stand-up specials, Eddie has number 1 and 2.
Oh, you're talking about movies?
Yeah.
No, movies give that to Eddie. Eddie got that.
That's why I said he's 1 of 1.
So when you just say movies, yes.
Eddie Murphy to me stands alone in his class like Michael Jackson does. Like you put these people above all, and then let's compare the rest.
Yes, and that's why I feel and I'll put Jamie in that too.
I'll fight you. We gotta go. We love y'all.
We're going to Amsterdam.
We'll see y'all. Patreon. We'll see you. We're probably gonna shoot the bonus episode in London on Sunday, and the rest of y'all will see you next week. We'll probably be shooting that episode in Spain. Holla at you, boy.
Peace. That was a fun episode. Keep it going. I want to keep talking.
I gotta pack.